Hey, good morning, everyone. So I was talking to my mom yesterday, and we're talking about, the dumb things that white people have said to us as of lately. And so I wanted to share some of the things with you guys. So I think the number one dumb thing that white people like to say a lot is, "I don't see color." It's always a way to say that I'm not racist, and they think if they just say, "I ignore the fact that you have brown skin," that somehow makes Black people feel better. For me, I feel like that's an extreme insult. If you have to dismiss the fact that I have brown skin in order not to feel some kind of hatred towards me, that makes you a racist. It doesn't help your cause. Another thing that white people say and do a lot is, and I know it's like a cliche, but they just don't stop doing it. Can I touch your hair? No, you can't. And maybe one day they'll realize that this is not appropriate behavior to ask a Black person if you can touch their hair. Okay, so this is going to be kind of funny, but I found myself, I've done that before and asked a Black person if I could touch their hair. So shame on me for that. But I've never asked a white person, can I touch their hair? And I think it's different because if I was to ask a white person to touch their hair, I would find that to be a bit more inappropriate. If I see, like, even if it's like one of my sisters, if they have just like a really cool hairstyle, or I just see it different than it usually is, then I will touch it. But again, I think that's totally different. I think it's okay if a Black person touches another Black person's hair. I find it very inappropriate for a white person to ask if they can touch your hair and if it's real. Another thing that infuriates me when white people say this, and they say it a lot, is that affirmative action is reversed racism. So that comment drives me insane, because first, reverse racism would mean that there is no racism. So there can't be a reversed racism. And then if you are Black, affirmative action was not meant for us, and it does not do anything to help us. So if white people can get out of their mind this whole reversed racism thing, trying to be victims, it's irritating, it's insulting, and it's angersome. It really is. I had a Black friend in high school. A lot of white people will say this. I had a Black friend, or I can't be racist because I sit by a Black person at work. It's ridiculous. If you're racist, then you're just racist. So yesterday, one of my older sisters, her husband is white, and I was explaining to her why, if you've listened to my videos, you know that, in my opinion, all white people are white supremacists. And a lot of people will try to get that mixed up and say that I'm saying that all white people are racist. To me, there is a clear difference. I think, I'm so going off topic, but white supremacy is something that all white people are infected with, and a lot of Black people are infected with, and that's because of racial programming, subliminal messaging, if you've gone to high school or opened a glamour magazine, it's just everywhere. So there's really no escaping it. But when you say stupid stuff like I had a black friend or a black coworker, or one time I loaned a black person an ink pen, it's like, dude, okay, you're being stupid. Just stop. Oh, here are some that are just, I've heard so much growing up, and it's so insulting. And white people, if you do this or if you say stuff like this, you just need to stop. Just put some duct tape over your mouth, okay? You're so pretty for a black girl. How is that a compliment? That is not a compliment. It's really dumb. It's really insulting. And it's just stupid. So just don't say shit like that. This, oh my gosh. This has got me in a lot of confrontations with people when they say stuff like this. And white people will think, again, that this is giving you a compliment. And it's hard for me to even say it, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. You're more like a white person than a black person because you speak proper English and you're not ghetto or something. That's even leaving out the you're not ghetto part, which I just added because it just it kind of, that's what they're insinuating. You're supposed to be loud and cussing and stuff like that, but since you're not and you sound educated, then you're more like a white person. And that is not a compliment to me. That is one of the biggest insults that you can say to me. Because if you look at the history of white people, that is not something that I want to be connected with. I don't want someone to say that I'm more like a savage that kills people and get a thrill out of it. That's not me. It's not a compliment. Don't say it to black people. You shouldn't be proud of it yourself. If I was white, I would try to say I'm a different race because there's nothing to be proud of in your history that you would think that that's a compliment. I've been told that you have more of a European body shape. That's an insult. Like, that's not a compliment. Again, there's no compliment that can start with you're kind of white, look like white, shape like white. That is always an insult, okay? So white people, please stop saying that to any black person. If you think that they're shaped nice or something like that, I'm told that because I have long legs and long arms. Do you not see the beautiful people in these African countries that are just gorgeous, tall, long, slender? That is not a European trait. That is not a compliment. If you're saying this to people, please stop saying it. It is an insult. Another thing that white people like to say is that black people are violent. Geez, do not get me started. Again, look at your history. Look at the things that you do. White people are the most violent people on the existence of anything on earth. Animals, bugs, everything. The top violent person is white people, okay? So you really need to stop looking at black people and saying that they're violent, because if you open your eyes, you would see that since you have stepped foot on the planet Earth, you have been the most violent thing on Earth, okay? So the top stupid shit that white people say is that the biggest problem that black people have is black on black crime. I can't. I can't. When people say that, it is the dumbest thing anyone could say. Even if a black person says that and that is your opinion, then you are stupid. That is a really dumb thing that white people say. clearly Black people's biggest problem is white people, not Black on Black crime. Statistics will show you that it's white people. FBI statistics, crime data, anything that you really want to look at, you will see that white people, the biggest problem that Black people face is white people. Okay, so there's that. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you learned something. Please like, share, subscribe, and yeah, even comment. Thank you.